everybody. So a year ago from today, August 8th / August 9th, I met Taylor Swift. And I did film a video on this like a year ago actually, and it was on my old channel, but I think it's taken down because I put all the videos on private, so you can't really watch it anymore. And I've also met so many new people that like haven't heard this story, so I want to just share it, and I'm going to do it way briefer than I did last time. And yeah, I'm just excited to tell you guys about it and like see what I remember like off the top of my head and like reminisce on the whole experience. So I'm super excited. Let's get it. On August 8th, I went to the Seattle 1989 tour and I dressed all up. I'll insert pictures here. Me and my mom, I went with just my mom, and we were on the floor. We wore really fun tutus. She wore these pants. We had posters with lights, and basically I did everything I can to get Loft 89, which if you don't know is Taylor Swift's free meet and greet, which she does after her shows, and her mom and team go around the audience like during and before the show, and they pick fans that are just having fun and dressed all up to meet her. So I got to the venue super early. I wore my costume. I didn't sit down once from when I arrived into the arena. I went to Taylor Nation line. I held up my posters. I was all lit up. Like, I literally did everything I could. About the time when I was like, you know, I don't think I'm gonna get it, that is when How You Get the Girl was playing, which was the 6th song, and Andrea Swift, which is her mother, walked down the aisle that I was in, and I was in seat 1, so I was like on the aisle seat, and I like freaked out. I had a letter for her, and so I like shoved my phone in my mom's hand, and I was like, take a picture, and we hugged, and like I almost started like bawling right then and there, and she just like complimented my outfit, and I gave her my letter, and she said it was so sweet of me to give it to her. And then she kind of started to walk away, and I was like, okay, I kind of ruined my chance. But then this girl who I happened to follow on Tumblr, and I had met her in the Taylor Nation line earlier that day, came up, and I was like, oh, do you want a picture? But she didn't have her phone with her, so I told her I would just take a picture on my phone and send it to her, like no big deal. But Andrea had already begun to walk away, and we kind of got shoved away by security, so we followed her, and we were like, I was in the middle back of the floor, so we had to follow her to the very back of the section where there was like no seats and they had merch, and we waited for like 5 minutes to try to get to her, and finally she like turned to us and she's like, girls, or she turned to the other people around her. I was like, girls, they were waiting. So she took the picture with us, and then she pulled us in really close and like grabbed our wrists super tight and like so close, and there's like a literal mob of people like around the whole back of the stadium, and she's talking directly to us, and she's like, have you guys ever met Taylor? And like we both knew like that's what she asked when she's about to give Loft, and that's when I like started crying, and we both like yelled no. She was like asking us who we were with and stuff, and she put the bracelets on our arm, and she put them on our arm, and me and Annabelle, who was the girl, we just started crying, and we ran back to our seats, and I remember just like jumping up and down and crying to my mom like, I got Loft, and all these people around me were like, congratulations. And I could tell these girls behind me were giving me like the death glare because they wanted Loft, but like they didn't even seem like they were having fun the whole show. And so the rest of the show was kind of a blur. I don't really remember like any of the songs except for like Mean, because I was just like dying. Like I couldn't believe I was gonna meet Taylor Swift. I was posting on Tumblr, Twitter, like I literally told the whole world that I was meeting Taylor Swift. Flashback to after the show, we got to like the section we were supposed to wait at, and then we finally got in, and the place is really, really cute. They have like fake walls, and it looks like just like a New York Loft. And me and my mom took pictures and got pizza, and we sat down on this little like seat cushion thing. We waited quite a while, and then they told everyone to put their phones away, which meant Taylor was coming in. When she walked in, she's like, hey guys, and it was so cute. And she started with this one group like near us, but then she looped around the opposite way. So we ended up talking to her mom first before she came to us. Then finally she came to us, and this is technically August 9th when we met her. That's why I said both days, even though the concert was on the 8th. And she started by saying, thanks for staying up so late with me. And I was like, obviously, like what else? Why? No, obviously. And what did we talk about next? Oh, she complimented our costumes, and it was really cool. She was so sweet and said I was super cute, and she thanked us for like being so dedicated. And then I believe that is when her dad came over, and he gave us guitar picks, and he said something to Taylor, and my mom said that she like turned to him and was like, "What's happening, Scott?" Even though like that's her dad. I'm not really sure, but he gives guitar picks, and he left. And then I kind of made this subtle comment to my mom that was like, "Oh, these will be perfect for learning the guitar." And so she picked up on that, and we had a long conversation about ukuleles, because both of us play that, and we're like, yeah, they're so much fun to play. And then she went on about guitar and the chords to learn and just all this fun stuff, like tips and stuff. And then she's like, yeah, with that you can play like any pop song. And I was like, yeah, or any Taylor Swift song. And then I feel like it was really awkward because I am an awkward human. And then after that, she signed our autographs. So I actually had brought stuff just in case I'd met her. So I got this Polaroid signed, and then my mom got this, and she was gonna sign it to me so I'd have two, but at the moment I was like, no, sign it to my mom. So she has something, but it's just in my little thing. And then after that, what did we talk about after that? I think we were just like kind of chatting, and then she was like, oh, we should take our picture. And so she turned to our posters, which we had set on the ground because I kind of wanted her to see them. And she's like, oh, do you want the pictures? And I said, no, I just wanted to show you. And so she looked at this one, which is 89. This took so long. She's like, I love all the pictures. Like, these are so funny. You must have put so much time into that. And I was like, yeah, I did. And so she was really sweet. And then she looked at this one. She's like, that's a really nice Space Needle. And me, being me, was like, yeah, I even colored it with a sparkly crayon. I don't know what I was thinking when I met her. I was delirious, like dying inside. Then we took our picture, so she's like, let's do one of us, and then we'll have your mom hop in. And like, I wanted to tell her like, oh, I've always wanted to do a hugging picture, but like she literally just like engulfed me, and I was like, ah. So yeah, that was really cool. And then after we hugged, I was like, again, I said a lot of stupid things. I was like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't wear your perfume like I do every day. No joke, I literally remember to wear deodorant and perfume every day, but like the day of the concert I forgot, so I probably smelled like trash. Anyway, so I told her that. Then what else? Oh, my mom was like, oh, we were wondering where you keep your cats during the tour. And she said that like for the West Coast, LA is her home base, so they were in LA. And so she was flying back to LA that night, like after she met all of us, which was insane. So she still took the time to meet us, even though she had to fly back. Like, she's actually an angel. Then we were talking about the cat. She posted a video of Meredith and Olivia like the day before or 2 days before. So we were talking about how cute and funny that was. And then I believe we hugged again. She started to walk away, and I was like, oh, I want to tell you my Tumblr. And she's like, oh, what is it? So I told her it's Champions Tonight with 2 T's. She like repeated it a couple times. She's like, I will remember that. And I'm so impressed. She actually did. She followed me like 10 minutes later after she left. So that was pretty amazing. Like the perfect like cherry on top to the whole night. So that was my like meeting Taylor Swift experience really fast, because the last time I made this video was no joke 30 minutes. Like that was like right after it happened, so I was like remembered everything insane, overly excited, which I still kind of am, because like how did that happen? Oh, I'll insert the pictures here. Like this is me and Taylor Swift. So honestly, it's so surreal that it's been a year. Like so much has happened. Like look at Taylor Swift a year ago. She still had her bangs and everything, and like look at her now. Like look at me now. Like I'm a different person completely, like personality wise. And I don't know, it's insane that it's been a year. But if you have any questions about what she was like, or meeting her, my concert experience, definitely comment below. Or again, you can message me or DM me or comment on any of my Instagram pictures, which I will also put down below, and I'll include my Tumblr. So yeah, that was my Taylor Swift experience after 1 year. Bye guys!